best ways to market yourself and your music. I'm going to give you all the goodies so that you can have a plan of action to start growing literally when you're done watching this video. Rapid fire of some of the absolute best marketing methods that will blow your hair back. This is going to be so helpful. I was taking a look today at the different social media brands and platforms that I've built over the years. We're at about a collective 800,000 followers, and we started from zero. Everyone starts from zero. Let me just say that to you. You start from zero and then you climb, and everyone has to go through the same stuff. Now, in going through the same stuff, there's a new factor in what we're all trying to do, which is AI. AI is rapidly changing everything. And so for me, I believe the single most important factor to prevent you from getting swallowed up by the internet or being drowned out by the volume of what's happening is your brand. And so your brand is how people know of you or know about you or associate with you. And so them knowing you and being aware of you is really what we're working on together today. So today, I'm going to give you my 3 best ways to market yourself and your music. Okay, so if you have a company, if you have a brand, whatever, all of this is going to apply to you. If that sounds good, make sure you subscribe right now. I am always testing out these methods because I have a whole bunch of different things that I do. I run a law firm. I have the Top Music Attorney podcast, which is music business mastery. And then, of course, in the creative realm, I do lots of artsy stuff. I make music. So I'm always trying the methods that I then come and tell you about. And the 3 ones that I'm talking about today, I've been trying. They're so good. You're going to be excited. Now, this is actually part of my sell before you stream method, which is how do we make you the most amount of money? When you drop something and your something is typically music, it actually could be merch, it could be whatever you're selling. But in the realm of you actually making money from the stuff that you sell, a really important factor of this is your marketing and having people just be aware of you. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Of my 3 methods to grow organically, number 1, the feed stories method. The foundation of this was really I needed to figure out ways to overcome my own psychology because it's always the same thing. As long as I have done this and the thousands of posts that I have done, there's still always similar kinds of thoughts that come up, which is, oh, I don't want to do it. I don't feel like doing it. Oh, this is dumb. Oh, this is going to bomb. And so you have like doubts and all kinds of things that you have to work through. So it's the psychology component. But nonetheless, in order for you to succeed, you have to do more. And overcoming your psychology to do more and show more, really important, okay? So what is this? The content that you post is intentionally going to be low production. So in the same way, when you go to post on your Instagram stories, you are not overthinking anything. And most of you, will post a lot more, talking about what you're doing, documenting your day, sharing a quick thought, sharing something that you loved, like the food that you were eating, like really low effort, low resistance content. And so the idea is to take the story method and the freedom that you feel because you're like, it's going to disappear in 24 hours. Who cares? And actually post it to the feed. Now, there's a huge piece of this that's going to make it so much easier for you. But in you keeping everything low effort is actually what's going to make it sell better to your audience. People are really tired of seeing overly polished stuff. People want to feel like they're really getting something. They're really seeing it behind the scenes. Even check your own behavior. What do you like to see? So just think about that when you're consuming content. But you can even save directly from stories. If you happen to be someone who actually does post a lot to your Instagram stories, then save directly from stories. Okay. And then you are getting your content. But that's number 1 of the changing your psychology. And then number 2, this is my favorite part. When you post, particularly on Instagram, because you can do this, don't share it to your main feed. When you post, it automatically does share it to your main feed, but then you take it off. You can put it on, you can take it off as many times as you want. It is one of the most freeing things that you can do because now I don't even want you to worry about it. I want you to post it and you're going to let it cook for a day, maybe 2 days. And if it does really well and you feel like it represents your brand really well, then amazing. Move it to the main feed. So this is such a good tactic. Number 1, I just need you to post as if you were posting to stories. Just post it to your feed. And if you do happen to be on Instagram, which I know a lot of you are, you can use this second layer, which is don't even have it on the feed. Don't worry about it. Treat it like it's a story. And that will get you to actually do more, okay? Because you're not going to worry about it so much. All right, so that's why it's so great. It's just an unlock. If you aren't posting right now at all, for any reason, then this is a great unlock to get you to just start posting. Now, if you are posting, you're just not posting enough. That's the category that I definitely fall into, and that's probably the category that you fall into. And so this will get you to do more. It's an amazing unlock. Now, ultimately, The reason why I love this, and it's so important, it is proven that this is a volume game. Social media now is not about how many times you're posting per day and the quality of the posts. It's really every piece of content by every piece of content. Like, have you gone to some person's TikTok and they had some insane viral thing, and then you go and like there's no engagement on anything else, right? Or it's just kind of touch and go. And that's how it is for everyone. And so in that kind of mindset of the algorithm is going to enhance, highlight, blow out the piece of content that people are watching, replaying, commenting on, sharing. Okay, so you're trying to actually just be content specific. So in the volume game of unlocking you to just get you to post more, this is how you're going to do it. And then that one video that goes viral, I promise it can be a really big game changer. Like one of the most recent ones that went mini viral on Top Music Attorney on Instagram was actually my sell before you stream method. And here's the thing, I've been teaching this for years and years and years. That was one of the first times that I said it in that kind of way. And just saying it a little bit differently helped it to resonate, I guess, in a very different way for people. And that's amazing. I'm so happy. But that brought in, can I tell you, just on the recognizable, huge names that are now kind of part of our community, who have joined, who are getting a part of our class action lawsuits, like all kinds of things. It's really amazing. One piece of content. And we've had those moments with the different brands. So this can happen for you. Maybe it's already happened, but now you're like kind of scared to post because you've had your big moments and everything is flopping, right? Flopping. We're going to talk about that. Okay. So to conclude, 1, the feed stories method. Please start doing it right away. Now, let's go right into number 2. So my second method on how to grow organically that is working right now is the anti-bulk content creation method. So in the bulk content creation method, that's basically you set aside time on like a Saturday and you take 4 hours and you do as many pieces of content as you humanly can. Because if you need to get into a certain mindset and you need to be dressed and you need to have your environment cleaned up and whatever. And if that works for you, that's great. I have used this method a whole lot because I run a law firm. I run lots of businesses. So it actually is very difficult for me to make content at any other time than one designated time. Okay. And if you do this, beautiful. Now, the anti-bulk content creation method is that maybe that doesn't work for you. And if that doesn't work for you, here's what you're going to do. So at the beginning of the day, because everyone has a routine, whether you eat breakfast, if you have coffee, like whatever your thing is, where you take like 10 minutes for yourself, jot down a few kind of things that are on your mind. And those things you are going to make videos on, you're going to do at some point in your day. It's that do it as you kind of live your life. And the goal here is essentially to document throughout your day. And again, this is why it works so well with the feed stories method, so that you are doing stuff that's very low resistance, but you just write out the ideas. It's kind of like trying to open up your creativity first thing in the day, and then you're going to do it throughout the day. So you don't have to take your Saturday. You don't need to do a 4-hour block because you're going to be doing this as you go. Now, one little pro tip, try to take out the editing altogether. I was testing this over July 4th weekend, and I was like, what if I just create everything in Reels? And so in real time, I record the thing. You can do a couple little editing steps, whatever, but you don't actually download it and save it and do all this stuff. Create in Reels, literally post right away. Before you post, you can save it. So if you do want to share it to other platforms, you can. So I was just like, how can I increase the speed? And so I was trying to do it basically throughout the day. An example was yesterday. I was literally in this environment because, as you know, I run a law firm. So I'm on a call with a client and my cat happened to be with me. She was asleep, dead asleep. When I'm on a very important Zoom call, I'm like, you know what? If dearest Ripley wakes up, she's going to get in front of the camera, she's going to get here, it's going to be a disaster because she doesn't know any better. That's fine. So normally I would put her out, and I didn't because she was sleeping. And I swear, about 5 seconds into actually starting the Zoom call, she wakes up, and I'm just like so tense the entire time. So I was thinking, I go, what's going to be my excuse? If my cat gets up here, it's very unprofessional. I don't like it. What am I going to say? And my thought was, I go, oh, it was bring your dog to work day. And so I was going to make a joke because obviously all the things, including that she's not a dog. And so anyway, that was one idea that I had. And so I ended up not saying it on the call, and she was perfectly fine. But afterwards, I just kind of made the joke a piece of content, and I recorded it real quick. I'm like, hey guys, guess what? It's bring your dog to work day. And I shot a quick clip, and then I showed her and whatever. And that was just a thing that I did in real time, posted it, very low resistance. So that's just one example. Now I'm going to take you through the third method for organically growing, and then I'm going to rapid fire. This is going to be so helpful because I'm going to now weave in all the other videos that I've been doing as far is methods that I still use that are very, very effective. Okay, so these are my main 3 methods that I am doing right now that I know a lot of other content creators are doing right now, but I'm also going to give you all the goodies so that you can basically have a plan of action to start growing literally when you're done watching this video. Okay, so my third way for growing organically and promoting yourself and your music is cross-seeding. This is kind of my favorite thing. Cross-seeding is so great if you have anyone else's platform that makes sense with your brand, or you happen to have a second platform. So let me explain. On Instagram in particular, you can do a collaborator post. And so with me, I have my law firm, Delgado Entertainment Law. I have Top Music Attorney, and I have Miss Krystle for MK, for TMA. Both of them are over 100,000 followers now. And so when you cross seed, you do the post, you invite the other platform to be a collaborator. It is an option when you go to tag someone. Okay. So you invite them to be a collaborator. And what it does is that it shows the post now to 2 different platforms. So collectively, in this case, 200,000 followers. Now, the reason why this is so great if you're a band, I love this so much for you. So when you do a post, you tag everyone in the band who has their separate profiles. If you are running a music business, right, and you want to tag the partners in the business, this is a way that you can really spread out and get access to other people's profiles, or just tap your own profiles if you happen to have multiple brands. I love this so much, okay? And this is absolutely going to work for a lot of you because a lot of you are similar to me. You might have kind of your personal brand, you might have your artist thing, you have your business on the side. So it's the cross seed method. All right, so now I'm going to do rapid fire of some of the absolute best marketing methods that will blow your hair back for the schedule of posting, for the exactly how to make, what to make, all that good stuff. That's the deep dive. If you want the deep dive, I have a marketing course. I will link that for you down below. Be sure to check that out. All right, here we go. Multi-platform posting. If you got the content, post it everywhere. I don't care. Most people are not on LinkedIn and Facebook and TikTok, and they're going to see your post and be so annoyed with you. No, it's going to be okay. Just post everywhere. I would rather more people see that piece of content that you created than less people. Now, in your just trying to create more, if you want to go hard on one platform, do it. If TikTok is your place, then you know what? That's fine. If you want to ignore every other place, I would rather have you blow up huge on one platform because you posted way more on that platform than you would have otherwise, than to have you go all the places. So it's really find your zone of greatness. But I do want to have you as many platforms as possible, if possible. And I use practical tools like Metricool. There's Hootsuite. And actually, Metricool is cheaper, I believe. So look into that one. But just to schedule, it takes so much less time to schedule everything out if you want to do a huge burst. If you want to have like 30 posts going out all over the place, which is kind of how I run things, scheduling is really helpful. Number 2, content creation. Work smarter, not harder. Viral adaptations. Every time you see something, like this is the rule. I know that thing is going viral right now on TikTok where she's like, every time I open my app, the rule is that I have to post. I love that. That's great. Every time you get on social media to consume, to mind numb yourself, okay, from your long day, I get it. You still need to be saving ideas for adaptation. So anything viral that's worked really well, I need you to adapt it to your personal brand, to something that works for you. I always use the example, if I see like a chiropractor doing something that I think is funny, I'll adapt it to a lawyer thing to make it funny, to make it your own, okay? 3, audience harvesting. I do a deep dive on this and I've done it so many times, but it's so powerful. You can audience harvest from the contacts in your phone. This was a big part of the last video that I did on Sell Before You Stream. The contacts that are literally on your phone right now are people who know you to some degree. And so audience harvesting to get your email list built up of people who will give you a chance, who will go watch your music video when it's dropped. You start there because you at least have a couple hundred, and I almost have 5,000 contacts in my phone. So I really have no excuse, right? So audience harvest from the contacts in your phone, get the email list, build it, and then continue building it. Continue building it by going live at least once a week. Again, I was on a call with a band and I'm like, guys, there's 5 of you. You do this all the time. You're so energetic and doing all this. I go, I need you on a live stream like literally every single day. But at a minimum, once a week would be fine. But anyway, you harvest emails constantly, getting people to go and sign up on your email list, give them a prize. Guys, I can tell you $100 Amazon gift card goes so unbelievably far. If you go for the next whatever hour, if you go and get on our email list, then you will be entered to win a $100 Amazon gift card. You do that, I promise you'll have like hundreds of people who have signed up. All right, so audience harvesting. Are we having fun yet? If you haven't liked this video, please like this video. All right, last couple rapid fires. Repetition is key. Recycle your content. Ooh, this is a good one. People love the hits. They always come back to listen to their favorite songs. It's the same thing with social media content. Recycle yourself. If some of your stuff has done really good, recycle it. If it's something that's visual that can go with one of your songs, beautiful. When you drop a new song, put your new song to the same piece of viral content and re-push it out. So rip yourself off. And don't fear the flops. If your post flops, that means no one saw it. So who cares? Carousels for engagement. Instagram, what is it, like 20 pictures now? The more pictures you have, it continues to reappear in people's feeds. That's why carousels do real well, because they're like, I didn't love the first picture, so they swipe and they keep going. And then they come back an hour later and it reappears with the second picture. And so Instagram just like pushes your post over and over and over to your followers. So we love carousels. They're super great. And it's a way to show a little bit more depth, quite frankly, because you could have like your first picture be whatever you think is best. You know, you think it's eye-catching or it's interesting or funny or whatever. And then you can go deep with a bunch of other stuff. Camera roll dump. All right, guys, like I said, I have that mini marketing course. I promise it's a goodie. It goes in real deep if you're looking for the actual scheduling, you're looking for practical help on what to create, especially if you make music. I talk about this stuff because I'm obsessed with it. And when I say these are my 3 best ways right now that are working, it's gonna help you. It's gonna help grow your music. I promise it's the best of the best. I hope you guys found that helpful. I'm Top Music Attorney, and I'll see you on our next music marketing video.